guys, it's Drunk with Friends. It's your girl V.
Willis.
I'm gonna say the deuces. Horrible.
Why the deuces are horrible too? Deuces are classics.
Yeah, for the 80s. Anyway. Yeah, we know. Anyway, this is Drunk with Friends, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We always start off with a shot. We always end up with a shot. If either one of our phones go off without you, we have to take a shot. This week we were on Zoom. We had some things going on, but that's fine. We still want to get it done, and you're still going to get this content.
You know,
chilling in the house. I'm going to be taking some shots of wine, Pinot Noir. Can't even talk. That's too much wine. But anyway, I already got my shot poured. Ready?
I'll stick with the Henny.
Yeah, you do that. I mean, you're in the comfort of your home, so.
Mm-hmm. That's all in the basement or upstairs, don't man.
Facts. Yeah, at least you don't got to worry about drinking and driving.
Right. So this is what, episode 10?
Yep, episode 10. Yep. All right, so you want to start off or you want me to start off?
You go ahead.
All right, so I have two clips that kind of run into each other.
Right.
I'm going to start off with one. We'll talk a little bit and then we'll go into the second clip.
Okay.
The ultimatum is normally like a cry for help. It's like, I've tried everything I feel like I possibly could to try to convince you or tell you how I feel. At this moment, I don't know what else to do but to threaten what I would feel like is the most detrimental thing to this is ending this. Like, I don't know what else to do at this moment because I feel like I've been trying to tell you and trying to tell you and trying to tell you, but you're not listening to me. And I think that that's something that people need to take in consideration is like, ultimatums don't feel good, but a lot of times you have to understand what your person is saying in that moment. They're saying that like, I want to make this work and I've been trying to tell you something for so long, but you are not listening to me. So I need to shock your system in somehow, in some way.
So talk about ultimatums, what it really means. All right. So this is a young man talking to me. I don't know what's his name. It's Dre Smith. And he's talking on the Relationship Restored podcast. And we're talking about what ultimatums really mean. When I hear ultimatums, I feel like it's like, yo, this is the last straw. When I hear ultimatums, like they're like, yo, I'm giving you these choices, you choose, because I'm fed up, I'm over it. Like, I mean, I just in something simplicity, I was at a cookout on a Saturday, and you know, me and my fiance, his daughter was there, and he was like, all right, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay here and play with kids, or do you want to come back home with us? Because me and Miss V, we're about to leave soon.
Right.
And she's like, I don't know. He's like, all right, well, we're going to be here for like another 30 minutes. So get thinking about your choice. 30 minutes come. He's like, hey, what do you want to do? He was like, look, you need to make a choice now. I don't know. He was like, well, if you don't make a choice, I'm going to make a choice for you. You know, type of thing. So, like, of course, that's on a smaller scale, but it's like, hey, I am giving this to you because I've given you opportunity to make a decision, change, you know, on a bigger scale, you know, change your behavior, change your habits, get a job, get off the couch, go, stop cheating, whatever. I'm giving you all these chances or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you clearly not listening to me because you're not afraid of me leaving or you whatever. So it's now, hey, you either do this or this is going to happen, or you do this or this is what or you're going to get this. You know what I'm saying? It's always like a trade-off. Like, you either be faithful and I stay, or you be unfaithful and I leave. Like, which one you want to do?
So, do you think, like, I think ultimatum's kind of, it's a choice, yes, obviously, but I think it's like more of a stern choice. It's not like, oh, do you want Chinese or pizza tonight?
Right.
That's more of a choice type thing. But I think people only give ultimatums when they're fed up, or they're kind of like,
right, like I said, last straw, like it's
right. Yeah, I agree. I don't respond well to ultimatums because then I feel like I'm gonna pick the latter just to be petty. I'm petty.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you know, do you think it's toxic when you have to use ultimatums with your partner?
No. I feel like if it's always constantly an ultimatum being in discussion, yes. But if it's like literally, I mean, I can only speak from a woman's perspective as of this in this particular moment. I mean, even for both, when a woman's fed up we've heard it all the time. When a woman's fed up, da, da, da. When a man's fed up, when a woman's fed up, she'll leave. You won't hear her
Right.
arguing or yelling no more. She's just done, right?
Mhm.
So what did I say before? She's always arguing or she's always complaining about certain things. Could be something simple as the trash
Right.
or saving money or paying the bills on time. She's yelled and she's asked and she's asked and asked.
Mhm.
That's her leading up to the ultimatum, right?
Right.
And then when it comes down to the last thing, it's like, listen, if you don't get this shit together, like, I don't know how we want to survive, how we going forward. And they still choose not to get their shit together. Then it comes to the point where the woman leaves or the man leaves.
So I think it's a thin line because you can use the ultimatum as a weapon to be toxic, or you can use an ultimatum to set a boundary. Like, you're gonna stop doing this,
Yeah.
or I'm out.
Right.
So
I agree.
I mean, it's a catch-22. It's depending on how you use it. But
Yeah.
I know everyone doesn't respond.
That's what I'm saying. Of course, the various. Right. I was like, of course, it all depends on the scenario, right? Scenario.
That
It
go
also
good.
depends on. I don't know what it is. I just heard it in DC one day. I don't know.
What?
Anyway, I'm just playing it.
Hey,
Is go-go. It is
burning
go-go.
her.
No. It's on like 5 go-go songs I like. We're not going down that tunnel.
Probably like that and like Sexy Lady or something.
I do like Sexy Lady.
Everyone likes Sexy Lady, but go ahead.
I like Sexy Lady, Roll Call. I like that Del John.
Oh, okay.
I like that Del John.
Was it
Hello.
to the other? Oh yeah, hello. That should go.
They
That
do.
should go.
Hello.
That should go.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
What
But
about
anyway.
the other one with the little white girl. Fuck. All right, we going in tangent.
Yeah.
Go song.
Yeah. Same. Where was that? But yeah, I do feel like it only becomes toxic when it's always an ultimatum. Like, if you don't change, if you don't lose weight, I'm leaving you. That's toxic. You know, I think we've seen that example on social blogs for a couple in different ways of like, my husband said if I don't lose weight, he's gonna lose me. He's gonna leave me. So she lost the weight and left him.
Right.
Like, you know, that's a way of turning the ultimatum into, you know, you're in control and power. But that's the way he positioned that to me, that was like toxic, right? But then someone brought up to question, like, but what if she was a size 6 when they were dating and size 6 when they in their first 4 years of marriage, and then she just started plummeting? And I'm like, okay, I understand how that could be an argumentative statement, but at the end of the day, if he saw her going down that route, why not help her stay, I guess, on that right path, so to say, as far as like, you know, helping her get into the gym instead of just saying, oh, you're just fat, you let yourself go. You know what I'm saying?
Here's where it becomes tricky because, like, I feel like, I'm not trying to be very negative, but I feel like if it's a situation where she popped out a fucking kid and she gained weight, I don't think that's fair.
I don't think that's fair either.
Or if you're like a chef and you keep feeding her, I don't think that's fair.
Yeah.
But also, like, you like what you like, and you should, you know, try to work with the person instead of just degrading.
Right.
Yeah.
But then and of course, you know, the minute was like, clearly the ultimatum worked in some way because she lost the weight. She just decided to leave him after the fact.
Right.
So I'm like, so was it really a bad ultimatum? Because they actually put her on the right path to realize this man was not for her.
Right.
And she did. Right. So silver lining in every situation, right? All right. So with that being said, I want to play the second clip. I want you to hear. It's just advice for dealing with ultimatums. All right, and go.
It's important that if a ultimatum or something like an ultimatum is proposed to you, that person give you the necessary time to like think about it and weigh your options and really come up with a decision that truly feels right to you versus being in the moment, put on the spot, and then end up doing something that you truly didn't want to do in the first place. If it's that type of route where it's like this or that, choose now, you know, that's control. That is somebody who wants power over you, who is forcing you to be in a predicament that you probably shouldn't be in the first place. So if the person truly cares about you, they will present it in a way, they will present it out of love, they will present it in a way where they are going to be patient and give you the time for you to gain clarity on the situation so that the choice that you make, you feel good about. Then I think ultimatums don't have to be a bad thing.
Did you get all that or most of that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Saying something similar to what we are already saying.
Yeah. One thing we didn't address is the time,
Mm.
right? Giving someone the time to really come up with a decision that truly feels comfortable for that person, right? Because I feel like one of the situations we said earlier, if you say, hey, if you don't do this, or if you're not better with the bills, then I'm gonna take over the bills of the house, right? Let's say that was ultimatum, but you only give them a week to get it together. I'm like, bills come every month. Like, give them
Right.
like 3 months to get on the right path, see how it progresses.
I can see this more so where it was a situation where like someone loses a job or you don't have a job in the first place. I'm gonna give you 3-4 months. I'm gonna pay for all this shit, but I'm gonna give you a couple months. You need to find a job to help out. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be anything. Like, I'm gonna need you to get your driver's license within a certain time to help out kids. Or it could be anything, or just to find a new job, period. Something that pays more, because especially if you're struggling.
Right.
Or it could be it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be a friendship type thing. But like, bro, you owe me $100. You got to the third to give me my fucking money.
Or this system. Right.
Yeah.
Agreed. And honestly, that can go for family as well.
Right.
Like, if you don't stop calling me only when you need me to help you move, or when you need to borrow money from me, or when you want me to come decorate for your functions for free, and I got a business and you want to loaf off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you only calling me for a hookup for certain things, then no, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like these are in her explanation, not so much explanation, but I guess you say further elaboration of how to deal with ultimatums. I feel like it's good to know that, hey, you can still put boundaries in place and still respect your partner. Boundaries for yourself. Like, hey, I do not want to keep on paying all these bills for the house. I understand you without a job, you got fired or let go, whatever. But I'm telling you, this is a lot on my shoulders. And this is now month 3. I need you to find something, anything to hold over until you find maybe your dream one or your next good big one. I need you to find something, because me as your partner is venting to you that this is too much. That's you putting a healthy boundary, I feel like, in place. You're communicating, you're sharing, you're being open. So all of that, putting the boundary in place, but also give you an ultimatum to be like, hey, show me, leader, provider, man, whatever stereotype you want to elude in society. I need you to live up to what you're expecting.
Yeah.
And there comes the ultimatum, which that's why she said, I think there's a way that you can do it. Give them time, how you deliver it, where it doesn't have to seem bad to give someone an ultimatum.
Yeah, you see, you know what I think it is, and I had to learn this therapy. I think a lot of us are taught, especially women, to care about others' people's feelings. Like, we do a lot of self-sacrificing. We'll rather hurt ourselves than hurt another person, especially someone that we love or care about. So you might put up with the bullshit even though it's hurting you. And then you got to realize your feelings count. So you should set these boundaries. You should say, hey, I don't like this, because all it's going to do is fester. It's more intimate. And it's nothing wrong with setting boundaries. And I get it. We grow up thinking like, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, but it's okay. I had to get used to it. I'm still kind of uncomfortable with it, but I'm more aware when I need to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's crazy how we were taught that, especially like you said it on the podcast like plenty of times, like especially like, as a Black girl growing up in the household, like, kind of catering or helping or doing this, or I don't want to say domestication, but it's kind of like, fuck your feelings, you need to do this, and this. And we have to break that cycle, especially amongst all of us. So it's just like,
well, that's easy. I don't give a fuck about nobody's feelings. That's easy.
Broke it later on. You wasn't always like that.
I know, but I mean, honestly, it's always about who you care about, right? But prime example, I went out with my girlfriend on Thursday. We tried to support a new business in DC. I think it was Black owned, I think. But they put this illusion online, the TikToks, the reels, showing the ambiance and this food, and okay, either way, it was just a bad experience, right? The place,
like that pop-up we went to on your birthday.
No, it wasn't like that. At least it lived up to what we thought it was. Well, at least it looked like how we thought it was going to look. Beautiful
Right.
inside, all that. No, in there was still mold. It was only one bathroom stall. And they're supposed to be hosting a Halloween party there. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but anyway, they had a very limited menu because they just opened up 3 weeks ago. They didn't even have prices on there. You know, normally when they don't have prices, it's like a drink or something that's like market price. But even market price, they put market price. You know,
Right.
on the menu. But yeah, and then we both had two, each had a drink, shared one appetizer, and each had a meal. It came up to $150.
Nigga, what?
Yeah, because the prices were for a top shelf margarita, it was $19. I said, yeah.
I can buy a bottle for nice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, long story. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, our first appetizer, which she ordered mac and cheese balls. Like, so when you think about mac and cheese balls, you think you maybe get like 3 or 4. They may have a sauce or whatever,
Right.
No, it was one big old ball. One big old mac and cheese. Like, this joint was like the size of bigger than a golf ball, I'll tell you that. Whatever, like a Quidditch ball, whatever the fuck. It was big. And then when we cut it open, the middle was cold. So it wasn't cooked all the way through. So she was like, yeah, I don't want that V. And I felt, she sent her drink back already. She's like, I don't want to keep sending stuff back. I was like, I don't care. I'll send it back.
Right.
I don't want to hurt the people's feelings. I don't hurt their feelings. I'm paying for this food. What you mean? We're not eating.
Yeah, you're way better than me.
Yeah, no. I'm like, no, there's no way you can tell me I'm wrong when you can literally put your own finger in there and feel that it's cold. Like, nah, I'm sending that back. And then her ribs came out and they were not tender at all. And I was like, do you like them? She's like, no, so I'll send it back. She was like, no, V. I was like, why?
That's why you should have went to doula. Only ribs out here.
No, he don't make these ribs. He don't make the beef short ribs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm just like, John was not, it wasn't what it was. Because when you see online, you see them pick it up, the bone fall off, they like move in the hand and the meat just fall apart. No, right. It was not what it was. I said all that to say is that, I know we were raised, be submissive and just take, like, oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Because at the end of the day, if we don't start standing up for ourselves, even on a small scale, people still going to feel like they can walk over you. Like, you think I'm going to pay $42 for some ribs that were not even good? Nah, take that back. No.
Big facts.
But if you can get used to doing that, stand up for yourself for small things like that, who knows how better you can be and more carefree you can be in life when you say stuff like that to your family or to friends, shoot. I don't have no problem saying anything to any of my friends. None of them.
Oh, I know.
I know you know. I have no problem saying, and I have no problem saying that to my family. I really don't. I don't care how old you are, because at the end of the day, we got to respect things here. And there's just some things we're not going to allow, because as long as I respect you, and then, of course, like she said, it's all about how you say things, right? It's all about how you handle a situation. But no, it's just not going to happen. If your feelings are hurt, I apologize. Or you felt like I could have said it differently, probably, but I said it the best way I could, so you can get the message to Clarence and cut his way.
Okay.
So that's that.
Yeah. So I got a topic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We don't really get political here.
No.
It's not political. It's more of a social thing.
Okay.
Just listen.
Because a lot of black men that date white women talk bad about black women and have a problem with that because it's like your mom is black, your family is black.
But a lot of times black men date white women because they don't want to go through with having to explain things to the black women. White women just let you do whatever. Now, not all of them. I know there's always an exception to the rule. Right. But for the most part, because men say, I have to fight outside the home. When I come in, I don't want to have to fight too. Right. But they don't know that at the end of the day, that white woman's going to take all your pension, she going to probably be killing you slowly.
And get you locked up and say you raped her.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the trick bag is.
Because a lot
So I only been in one interracial relationship, and this is like high school.
Okay.
It was, for me, it wasn't a need of like I didn't like Black women. It was just like, oh, this girl's nice. She's cute. She just happened to be French, and we dated. It wasn't like I hate all Black women. I'm about to just date white girls. It was just something to try for me.
Okay.
I do find it a problem when it comes to interracial couples, and it could be either way, where they're only dating the other race just because they hate their own. That's where I have the problem with. How do you feel?
I agree with that. And then I also to piggyback off what you said, because you don't like our race and then you talk shit about our race. That's the part that really gets me. I'm like, all right, we're not your preference, cool, but shut the fuck up about us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can have your preference, and I have no problem. Like, there used to be a guy in my old job, married to a white lady. No, but he's still a brother. So he's still like that flirtatious kind of brother or whatever. You know, oh, okay, B, you look nice. Oh, girl, you know, like, so I know I can appreciate the fact that, yeah, no, like, you know, it's all fun, games, no work, a little whatever. But
Right.
at the end of the day, you know, you married, right? And you can still have love for your sisters, but still love your wife who's white at home.
Right.
It don't gotta be, oh yeah, well, staying cold, da, da, da. You gotta go with all the stereotypes and all the like, that's when I don't like it, because now I want to punch you in your throat. And then now here I go into the stereotype, because at the end of the day, I don't disrespect you, Black brother. I don't give a fuck who you fucking. That ain't got shit to do with me.
Right.
I don't care who you don't. I mean, I don't care. If it ain't contributing to my lifestyle, my paycheck, or what I'm doing successful or progressing in my life, be you, brother. I don't care. But when you start coming at me because of the color of my skin, you know better than Dick, Jane, and Tom.
Yeah. So I think also it's just like kind of like what you said also, but it's just like, if I ask you like why you love this person, whether it's a white person or any opposite race that you are, if your response is downgrading your own race, there's something there. You should be able to love this person just because, oh, this person has a beautiful soul. I'm attracted to this person. They treat me well. When you start be like, well, she's not Black. That's when, or he's not Black, or he's not this. That's when I got the issue, and it's very problematic. And I think I talked about it before. Like, how can I put this? How can I put this? Even though, like, as a Black man, of course, I have a Black mom. I don't have any sisters, but if I had sisters, I would have probably Black sisters. When we look into relationships, we forget. We look at mom as mom or sister as a sister. We don't look at, oh, this is a Black woman and she's going through the same struggle as other Black women. And by us trying to uplift this other person of this other race, we're putting down our own family. That's fucked up, in my opinion. So,
and then for me also to piggyback off of that, it's the fact that everyone has gotten hurt by somebody, but the fact that you're correlating your hurt and your insecurities and bad relationship just based off race, you could blame it on zodiac signs, you can blame it on your age or not mature, but off color of my skin, yeah, I can't do Black girls. They give me headaches.
And then also, I think that also equalizes self-hatred, period.
Yeah, so you don't love yourself. You came from a Black woman.
And you know what the weirdo shit is about? The thing that why you're dating this person is the thing why they're dating you. You might hate Black women, quote unquote, but this person that you're dating loves Black people. Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
But, you know, they don't see it that way. So, you know, at the end of the day, love is love, but never try to downgrade your race or any other race to explain why you're with the person.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
People like that make me mad. And then they wonder why Black people don't like you. Black women don't. Because as soon as we hear that shit, we like, that's a turn off.
Have you ever tried dating outside your race?
I tried dating outside my race. I think the closest I got to was Spanish. So is that really outside my race?
He was like, oh, bonita, boricua.
Ah.
Doing all the words.
Right. No, but honestly, I think it was yeah, I think that I can't think of what he was exactly, but I know he was I think he was like Venezuelan or something like that. And but my thing is when I met him, he looked black to me.
Oh, you thought he was a nigga. You just like,
It-
oh, this nigga light skin.
Because you know us, I'm not going to judge you like, oh, I think you're Spanish because you got that good hair. No, I'm going to be like, oh, you look black to me because a lot of different regions of Venezuela and they're dark like us.
Yeah.
Even some Colombians are dark like us. Like it doesn't really, you really wouldn't know. And I can't be like, oh, because you have curly hair or because you have straight prickly. I like the fuck. We all come with different hair curl types and all that. So So when he was talking to me, I was like, okay, until I saw him like start heard a little bit of accent. So where's that accent from? He was like, oh, I'm Venezuelan. I was like, well, you held your accent pretty well while you was talking to me, you know. But yeah, I think that's that. Like I've tried to date white guys, but I think I'm too aggressive. Too aggressive. I don't know. I guess I was. But you know what's crazy now? Interracial couples is a real thing. Like it's real big. Like, you know, back in the day, people used to like really turn their nose to it, right? But now
it was illegal 40 years ago, 40, 50 years ago. It just became legal. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah.
It just became legal not too long ago.
Yeah, but a lot of people were doing it most of the time because what military. That was a big one because of military. There was a lot of interracial things going on there because people were deployed and whatnot. Excuse me. But even still, interracial couples is like everywhere now. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you see interracial couples all on commercials, or you're now seeing more LGBTQAI type of couples on commercials now. Great advancement, and with the children too. Like great advancement. I'm pretty sure we're going to see like an Old Navy commercial with two moms and kids. Okay, cool. But I don't want a lesbian coming up to me saying, oh, or coming up to you like, oh yeah, I hate all men because they scarred me, so now I'm a lesbian. I'm like, even though that's some people's experience, I get it. But at the end of the day, you probably just, like everyone says, some people are born that way. They just have a better preference. Just say you prefer women over male. It shouldn't have to do with you and your appendage. Just be you just ran into the wrong guys. Maybe you need to go to a different city, maybe a different state. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's where it starts becoming unfair.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I know we all say, you know, niggas ain't shit, but at the end of the day, we still love our niggas. You know what I'm saying? We still love our black men. We got hope for y'all. You know, sometimes y'all let us down, but we still have hope for y'all.
I ain't mad at it.
So, I ain't mad at it.
Zoom is about to cut us off in 60 seconds. So where can they Zoom?
Yes. They can find us everywhere. You can email us at dwffriends@gmail.com. Follow us on Pandora, Podbean, Alexa, Castbox. Everywhere, guys. Hit the link in our bio on Instagram and on Facebook. Thank you guys for tuning in. We should already have our shots poured. I'm just got my glass. Make sure you guys tune in and look out for the YouTube video. And y'all have a great week.
All right.